10 News begins with breaking news.
And our breaking news right now, a house fire in Mountain View.
Let's get right to Kalina Estrinos, who's in the 10 News Live Center tracking that. Kalina?
Yeah, this is Virginia, this is happening right now on 36 and Ocean View. Take a look at Sky 10. This is over the actual house fire. You can see fire crews on top of the roof right now. It looks like they're trying to break something on top, trying to get in there, but you can see the smoke in that area as well. It's a pretty intense situation. Now, we've been monitoring this so far, and it looks like one person suffered from smoke inhalation so far. It's unclear at this time if anyone else was actually inside of that house or might possibly still be inside. So of course, this is a developing situation right now, and we are going to continue to monitor this and bring you any new developments. In the Live Center, I'm Kalina Estrinos.
Thank you, Kalina. Now to this breaking news update. Children had to walk to school right by the scene of a deadly shooting. I'm Virginia Chong.
I'm Jason Martinez. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is at Gompers Academy in Choice View. And Mimi, a school janitor stumbled onto this gruesome scene.
Jason, Virginia, that's right. That school janitor was just walking up near the school entrance to put up the flag on that flagpole you see there when they discovered that body lying near the entrance. Now, we're right off of 47th and Hilltop Drive, where this Gompers Prep Academy is still blocked off. Hours later, investigators are still here. Now, fortunately, the students are on spring break, so no students were on campus at the time of any of this, but there were some activities planned for today that are now canceled. Now, the school is surrounded by homes, and neighbors tell me they heard several gunshots around 11 last night, but no one called police, and many tell me they just went right back to sleep because they're so used to hearing gunshots. So police didn't even know about this until that janitor called this morning around 6. The man was already dead when they got here. Now, shell casings were left on Hilltop Drive, and investigators also found bullet holes in the wall of the school, but didn't find a shooter or a suspect. Now, what we do know is that this person who was killed was not an employee at the school. Now, a school nearby, Millennial Tech, was not affected, but students trying to cross through Hilltop Drive were told to go all the way around down to Euclid to get to class. Neighbors here say they're sick and tired of the violence.
Just keep it away from here, you know, like we have enough trouble here. I just think it's unnecessary.
I graduated in 2013. I was here since 6th grade, and I live across the street. Just one of those things where we're just trying to, you know, stay as safe as possible.
Now, police tell us there were no eyewitnesses in this shooting, but what they will be using is the school surveillance cameras. They'll be sorting through that footage to try to see if they could find any type of a description of the suspect or the car, if they were possibly in one. Once we have that information, I'll bring it to you. For now, reporting live in Choice View, Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Thank you, Mimi. Police are looking into whether the Gompers death is linked to a shooting that happened in Mountain View. This happened last night at 11 outside a liquor store on 37th and Ocean View. That victim in this case is a 47-year-old named James Arbery. Officers don't have a good description of the shooter. They do, however, have surveillance video to look at, which they will do from the store.
Now to this breaking news. The man who admitted to killing his parents the day after Thanksgiving 2 years ago just pleaded guilty to first-degree murder charges. In court, Peter Haynes admitted to shooting his parents and running from their home in Sunset Cliffs. Haynes is a diagnosed schizophrenic but was ruled competent to stand trial. He faces 100 years to life in prison when he's sentenced in June. We are showing you Capitol Hill live. Lawmakers are getting ready for a health care showdown. They have been debating all morning. President Trump is demanding they vote today on the American Health Care Act. ABC's Stephanie Ramos shows us the push to get this bill passed.
For the second time, it is down to the wire on Capitol Hill as House Republicans are supposed to vote on the GOP's plan to repeal and replace Obamacare, even though there's no guarantee it will pass.
Republicans offer today H.R. 1628, the American Health Care Act of 2017, which will eliminate Washington's one-size-fits-all health care policy for the American people.
Thank you, Chairman. Some Republicans aren't sold on this new health care plan.
This is not a repeal. This is a patchwork fix.
Right now, only 17% of Americans approve of the GOP's health care replacement bill. President Trump, however, is still demanding a vote on the bill today.
What will you do with your health care bill, Bill?
We'll have to see.
Last night, Trump aides delivering an ultimatum to lawmakers from the president. If the plan fails, the president says Obamacare stays and he moves on to tax reform.
It ruins his entire first 100 days, which has already been problematic in here. I think what it does is it makes tax reform almost impossible. It makes the budget very difficult.
The White House budget director on GMA this morning says the fight to get votes is not over just yet.
I think we had 100 members of Congress to the White House yesterday. The president's a tremendous salesperson, a tremendous closer. I wouldn't count him out.
President Trump has met with many lawmakers at the White House. Today, we'll see if those meetings moved Republicans any closer to voting yes on the bill. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, the Capitol.
For the health care vote, some lawmakers say feedback from their constituents is making an impact. You can take a look at the plan yourself. We have a link on 10news.com under the red TV button. The website details what the American Healthcare does and doesn't do for that coverage. In the Live Center, I'm Kalina Estrinos.
And 10 News will bring you the developments with the healthcare vote. You can get those through our breaking news alerts on the 10 News app.
Happening now, police on campus at Escondido High because of a threat. 10 News reporter Mary McKenzie shows us how the school is responding.
The school says that it is working with police to find out exactly what happened here at Escondido High School and to clear up a number of rumors that are going around. They have just put out this statement. It stresses that there was never a direct threat to the school and that students may have known about a threat between two students. One student telling another, "Don't come to school on Friday." Those students may have known about this as early as Monday, but the administration tells me they were not informed about it until late Thursday. The school has sent texts to parents. They will be calling parents as well with an update today. There are also, we are told, more students absent here at Escondido High School than usual, and school officials tell us there is an increased police presence on campus and around campus today. Police also are making home visits to a number of students to try and determine exactly how much of this threat was real and how much took on a life of its own on social media. In Escondido, Mary McKenzie, 10 News.
Breaking news update about the two little boys you see right there. They are safe. An Amber Alert went out for them last night. You might have seen it on your phone. The boys were in the back seat of their babysitter's car in Cathedral City last night when somebody jumped in and stole the car. The babysitter had left the engine running as she ran an errand. Police found the car early this morning near Desert Hot Springs, about 20 miles away. The boys were inside. They were not hurt. Police are looking for that carjacker. Happening now, San Diego civil rights leaders are meeting with California's Attorney General to talk about the officer shooting of Alfred Alongo. The National Action Network is meeting with Xavier Becerra in Los Angeles. The head of the network, the Reverend Shane Harris, is leading those talks. He wants a special prosecutor to investigate the shooting in which an El Cajon police officer fired on Alongo.
Oftentimes there's a big issue when local DAs who are endorsed by local police are investigating the same people they're endorsed by. It's a conflict of interest that we see.
Harris and other activists will hold a news conference after the meeting. That meeting comes after San Diego's district attorney said an investigation showed the shooting was justified.
Happening now, San Diego City Council members are considering the future of short-term vacation rentals like you'll see on Airbnb. Under the plan, renters or vacationers would have to stay at least 21 days. Supporters like the plan because they say the short-term rentals are a lot of partiers who hang out near their homes. But 10 News talked to one opponent who says these types of new rules would be a financial squeeze for his family. John Anderson makes $2,500 a month renting a cottage in his North Park backyard.
Be a significant financial loss for us and thousands of families across the city and the county of San Diego.
Well, the city's Smart Growth Committee is also considering plans that increase regulations and enforcement without the 21-day minimum stay. And new developments, completion of the Keystone XL pipeline gets the green light from the president's administration. The decision reverses an order from the Obama administration. The president says the $8 billion project will lower costs and reduce the country's dependence on foreign oil. He also says it's great for American jobs. The decision ends a year-long fight between environmental groups and energy advocates over the pipeline and its effects on global warming.